Hello everybody. Can you guys hear me well? For some reason, YouTube Studio wasn't helping me today. I couldn't click go live, not even from OBS. Excuse me. Can you guys hear me well? Can you guys see me well? I hope so. Uh, Hello Erman. Hello Sleep Moneymaker. How are you guys doing today? Yes, sound okay. Nice. Perfect. Let me pull up everything needed, ready to make some more money. Right. Hello, Marcel. Welcome. Welcome to the live stream. Um, so let's take a look at some. Let me open up chat right here. Graphs, everything need to be ready. There we go. How was your day? How's your day, guys? We're gonna go through our P&Ls, our weeks. Closed March just above 10% profit. Let's go. Nice. Nice. I see a couple of people here already. The likes, keep them coming. Keep the likes coming. Thank you again for your support. Let's start by looking at our week. How did it go? Let me actually go right here and share. You can see the screen right now. Okay, so this is from the public account, the account that we trade on every Friday. And you can see we got that $85 juicy premium, which was almost 4% last week. So we almost made 4%. We can actually go and see how much it was. It was 3.85%. So we almost made 4% on this position right here. We sold a 1900 call, and for a couple of days it was in the green, and then it got a little bit in the red, but then it was I thought it was not going to be profitable because ETH started to spike these last 4 days, but then from yesterday and the day before, Ethereum slowed down a little bit, and I decided just to not close it prematurely, just hold it on, and it ended up working perfectly for us. So we've got that going. We've made profits for this week as well. So now we have to look. Oh, another thing from Syncquote, we have an update. You can now share your P&L. You just click right here. If the position is open, you just click on the little share button. But now we can share closed positions. So if you click right here, you can share the average basis and the closed position. So really good. And you can also hide your P&L if you don't want to share that, and you can download it. So instead of you having to screenshot this, it might look weird, it might look janky or low quality, you can just download it. It's going to be high res for you to post on any social media platform that you want. So I'm really excited about this. We'll start to share more of these on the Sleep Money Club already for people who are following the crypto options channel. Okay, so let's see what else we have going on. Let me see if we have any more messages here. Hello, Jacques. Hello, Jacques. Jacques, that's French, right? Jacques. I don't know if Crypto Ricardo's here. He speaks French. He might be able to pronounce your name a little bit better than me. Hello from Cape Town. Again, I remember you. Glad to have you here. Glad to have you on the stream. By the way, time-wise, I just Frenchish. Well, I hope I'm not messing up your name as bad. Don't want to be making a fool out of me trying to pronounce it in French, but I hope it doesn't look as horrible. Anyways, we're gonna be moving. I was talking to Erman. We're gonna be moving the schedule for the live streams. We're gonna try in an hour that is better for both Americans and Europeans. Of course, for Crypto Ricardo, most likely it will be hard both ways because he is, if I'm not mistaken, almost exactly 12 hours ahead of me. So whatever time it is for me, it will be 12 hours in front for Crypto Ricardo. And I'm sorry. But we do have most Europeans and Americans. So we're aiming to get a good time by lunchtime for Americans because it will be afternoon for Europeans, especially now with the new time change. So I'll let you guys know. Also, if you have any ideas on what is the best time for your current time, just let me know on Discord. We can evaluate and reschedule or leave it at this current time if it is working for everyone, which I really don't think so. I just stream at 5 p.m. my time because it is a time when I'm finishing my work. I'm done for the day almost. I just trade my options and I just shut down my computer and rest and let that passiveness from the passive income just kick in. So whatever time works for you guys, let me know here, let me know on Discord, let me know on Twitter, and we can find the best time for everyone so everyone can learn more about crypto options. So Ethereum, these last few days went, I'm not going to say parabolic because it didn't go parabolic, but it went very, very high. Everyone thought Bitcoin was going to go to 30K. I personally didn't, but a lot of people were, hey, bear market is over, whatever, and so on. So let's take a look at the charts so we can decide what to do for this month. Okay. Let me see if we have questions here. Doesn't seem so. So let's move on. For example, let me show you my portfolio and what's going to happen for the portfolio. Okay. So if you go on the crypto options tracker that we have right here, you can see that I added capital. I mentioned it last week, and now you will see something happening to this spreadsheet. I'm gonna make it very public. I don't want people to question what is going on. So very public. With this new capital that I'm gonna be trading with, you can see that from Lira, our average was around, actually we can see right here, the current average of this portfolio is 2.15. You can see it right here at the bottom, 2.15. Actually, can you see it? Yes, you can. 2.15 right here. Most of this, I actually did the first trade on Syncquote last week, and you can see that the averages for Lira versus Syncquote, the first trade was already almost 4%, versus on Lira, it was about 2.44, that average of 2%. So on Syncquote, my calculations and also mirroring a little bit on what's happening from the other portfolio that I had for longer periods of time on Syncquote, the average should be closer to 3%. So we're looking above 2.75% per week. So why am I mentioning this? Because we are going to be removing, you can see right here, the added and removed capital. We're going to be removing $200 per month from this portfolio. So why would I be removing some capital? Okay. Hello, Fanitoro. Welcome to have you here. Glad to have you here. Welcome. We just started, so didn't lose anything. But we're going to be removing 200 USD per month from this portfolio. And the reason is because right now I have an editor. So I'm going to be taking part of this money. I'm going to be taking these $200 to pay for the editor, because this is real life. Okay. This is real life. And there are expenses. So I can show you how this passive income is already paying an editor for my YouTube videos. You can see yesterday I posted a video. You can check it out. We're going to go back to creating YouTube content for you guys who like YouTube content as much as I do. So this is, it might sound, why would you take it? It's going to slow down your growth, but it makes it way more realistic, because now we are heads down trying to make this work. We're going to be taking money out of it. The growth is going to be slowed down, of course, but you can see that it's proven that we can, with a small amount of money, we can be you can be using it for, you can be using options for paying your bills, your monthly bills. You can be getting your passive income money and dedicating it to pay your expenses. Eventually this portfolio will pay for all my expenses. I already I even made a Twitter thread or Twitter post. I think it was a Twitter thread. It was multiple posts showing you with my current lifestyle, which that data is not going to work anymore because I'm going to be a dad, so way more expenses. But currently with, I think it was 16 grand, with 16 grand in capital, I could be not working anymore. I could be just living off of dividends, living off of passive income from crypto options. Okay, so let's make a projection. Since I made right here, let's see the 2.3k. Panitoro, congrats on the new baby. Thank you. Jacques says, what are the ways we can access this very cool spreadsheet? Well, if you're part of the Sleep Money Club, you have free access to this spreadsheet. I'm working on the V2. So if you're not part of the Sleep Money Club, I'm not selling this, or I'm not distributing it to outsiders. Mainly because it is not a finished product yet. You can see this is just the V1. We're working to have it ready for everyone. But if you're part of the Sleep Money Club, it is linked there in the crypto options tab. You can just download it. You just copy it, edit it for yourself, and you can just change whatever you want. But the V2 will be available for people who buy the course, or for people who are already in the Sleep Money Club. You are going to have access to all the versions for it. So the new course is going to be longer. The new course is going to have more content around buying options, not only selling options. So it's going to be a little bit more, it's going to talk a little bit more about the speculation side, and it's going to offer this content as well, the spreadsheet for you to track your options, all these sort of extra material, let's say. Hello Docky, hello Smith, hello James. Glad to have you guys here. So let's actually run these numbers again. So what I'm hoping for is everything is whatever I can get on top of the above 2.75. So 2.75 is going to be my goal. Everything above that is just better for us, pretty much. So 2.75 is going to be the goal for, we're just going to leave 1 year right here. We're going to compound that weekly, and we're going to withdraw $200. So you can see that the average APY is going to be around $300, and the monthly interest, so the monthly interest projected, again, this is a projection. So the monthly interest that we're going to be collecting is around $280 to $300 in the beginning. So you can see we're going to take 200 away, and it's going to just be $86, but then we're going to go to 297, 309, and you can see that compounding interest is going to do its thing. But again, this, I'm very happy that I am fortunate enough to have the opportunity of taking the money away from my passive income instead of taking the money away from my main income. Okay, so I like that I'm able to do this, to show that to you that, hey, passive income is almost paying something for in my life. So it's paying for the editor or whatever it is. So this is what's going to be happening here. We're going to be paying, we're going to be deducting $200 a month here. So now that we have this out of the way, let's see. Jacques says, cool, hit me up when you want to make a web app of this. Wow, I didn't even know we could make a web app out of this. So yeah, I'll definitely reach out. What is the best way to reach out? On Discord, on Twitter? Just let me know. Thank you for letting me know. Anyways, I would be really interested. So before we move on, so what my plan is, I even talked about it with Sleep Money Maker and Erman. We're looking for calls most likely this week. Another big fan, another great guy from the Sleep Money Club is Dark Miner, very much way more experienced than I have on options, on stock options. He has been doing this for almost a decade. I don't remember when he mentioned that on the last live stream we were together, but he has been doing this for a while now. He has been selling stock options for a while. He has a huge capital that he trades with. A very, very smart guy, very, very profitable guy as well. You can even see it on our options channel on Sleep Money Club. And he always says that when the market's green, it's time for you to sell calls. When the market's red, it's time for you to sell puts. I hit the camera here a little bit, sorry. So this is what we're going to be looking for. We're going to be looking to sell some calls right here, to sell some calls. So I'm going to be going with, I'm going to be going for the Bollinger Bands. We're going to be using the Bollinger Bands for this, and we're going to be using the data from Sleep Money Maker. Can you paste it right here, Sleep Money Maker? Otherwise, I'll have it right here. I think it's faster if you just paste it. Exactly. That's pretty much one of the strategies that we have going on. So we are looking at a very high price for Ethereum. And if we go to the weekly, we can see that, for example, a 2K strike is already outside of the Bollinger Bands, and also a 1550 or 1500 should be very safe. Both of these should be safe. So we will be looking to see which one is going to have better premiums. For sure, the call. Okay, we have the ranges right here. We have the 1687 to 1902. Last 16 weeks success rate is at 81.25%. Last week was a win, correct? If I'm not mistaken, last week it stayed inside the range. So we're happy with the result. So let's take a look right here at SyncQuote. So we're going to sell April 7th. Yeah, correct. Let's take a look at these calls first of all. So the 2K is at 15 delta. So very high, but not, it is inside our range. We usually go from 10 to 15 delta. So it is the higher side of our range. But it is because of the pump of Ethereum. Ethereum's pump made it look this way. So let's run these numbers. Let's see what can we do right here. Maybe 6.5, which is what we did last week. Okay, so 6.5, we're gonna make 71 bucks. So the 6.5, 71 bucks. Let's see the put instead, and then we do the math to see how much leverage, how much everything we have right here. The 1550 is at 4 delta. Wow, very low. The 1600 is at 7 delta. The 1650 is at 11 delta. I don't want to go further than this. Let's see the, maybe we can go for 7 here. Let's see. No, we have to go to 6.5. 6.5 quote. So 6.5 we have, we're not gonna be able to do the 6.5 either. Let's cancel, let's do 6.3 maybe. We do 6.3. Okay, 6.3 we're able to do it, and we're gonna have 57. So way less, but also delta is 4 points less than the 2K. But again, 2K is also safe in if we go for the sell calls on green days and sell puts on red days. So let's run these numbers. If we pull the calculator right here and we go for the 57, 35. We'll divide this by the 2299.16. We get a 2.4%. So it is less than our than what we wanted. So let's actually see 1650. I'm just writing this down. 1650 has a 57.35 premium for a 2.5% ROI. Okay, just writing it down. And the calls, so the calls, let's go back to the 2K call. The 2K call, it dropped a little bit, 6.5. The 2K has a premium of 10.9. And it has an ROI of, let's do this, 7102. We'll divide this by 2299.16. 3.08. So 3.08 ROI. So of course, what we could do is go a little bit aggressive with the put. Instead of going for the 1650, go for the 1700. But here we are already in the quotes danger zone, because it is already a higher delta than I like. Not that it means that it is dangerous. It is more dangerous than my risk management. So what we're gonna do is do the 2K projection. So we go back to selling calls, we go back right here, and let's calculate how much leverage would that be. So again, the 6.5, and let me show you how to calculate leverage, because there's a couple of people who already reached out on Twitter who wanted some help on how to decide how much leverage to use. And I said that this is a little bit different than Lyra, where you can just slide a little slider and fix it there. Here you have to do some math. So let me do that with you so you can understand. So how much collateral should you need to be fully collateralized 1-to-1? It is a simple multiplication. You get the amount of contracts multiplied by the strike. So 2K times 6.5. So you get 2K times 6.5. So to be fully collateralized, no leverage, no risk of getting liquidated, 13K, which is money that we don't have, or at least I don't have. If you have and you want to be fully collateralized, you just deposit 30K here. You don't take in consideration the account balance requirement, because this is the minimum for you to be fully leveraged, like the maximum amount that you need to be leveraged. Of course, there's a little discrepancy here, because this is already counting a margin, a health factor of 1.5. You can see the health factor once you open it tries to open the amount for you at 1.5. So this is counting for you to be safe, not to be close to liquidation. But it allows users to have a little bit of play between that number. So if I open right now, I'll be at 1.4, maybe 1.35, 37, whatever it is. So for you to be fully collateralized, 13K, but we're not. So we'll divide the 13K, okay, by 2.299 and 16. So we are leveraged. I didn't mean to put 2.2. So we're leveraged 5.6 times. Okay, we're leveraged 5.6 times, almost 6x. This is how much leverage you are, meaning that the protocol is letting us trade like we had 13K, but when we actually have $2,300. This is how leverage is working here, which is way more than what you can get on Lyra. We had this discussion on oh, okay. SMM just told me to move the contracts right here. Of course, you guys were not seeing anything. Thank you for sending me the message. So right here, what we were talking on Discord, on our SyncQuote Discord, which you can check it out because it helps you. Whatever questions you have, just let us know here and we're gonna answer. it was what is the difference between Lira and SyncQuote. And on Lira, you can go, let's say, I think the maximum that we did was 3x or 3.2x. And here we're almost at 6x. So you can see you can go safer, meaning you can go with a strike further away than the current price. So you can go further OTM out of the money. So there's less risk because lower deltas, meaning you have less risks, but you can increase your leverage compared to Lira. So if you were having, let's say, if you're collecting 30 bucks with an 18 delta by using leverage on Lira, here you can collect the same amount of premium by going a little bit further out of the money. So you're a little bit safer and you're increasing your leverage. So the leverage here is actually reducing your risk of getting liquidated. As crazy as it sounds, the leverage is helping you to be safer while still collecting good premium, still collecting good ROI. So now that we have this, let's go for it. Let's sell the option right now so we don't lose any more time. Oh, it has expired. We gotta go again. 6.5. Quote final price. Do you guys have any questions, by the way? $71. So we lost like a couple of cents. We're gonna approve the transaction right here. This, again, I explained it last week, is because it is in advanced mode. During the Arbitrum, the Arbitrum claim, I had to change the advanced. Every time I just forget to change back to normal, but I'm not going to pay all of this in fees. I'm going to show you how much it is going to be. So transaction, view on Block Explorer, so we can see how much we paid in fees. So we paid 31 cents. So it was saying $4, but we didn't pay that much, thankfully. So we paid that 31 cents to open the position, which is Arbitrum fees. This is not SyncQuote fees. SyncQuote doesn't have any opening or closing fees, which is amazing if you are coming from Lira, for example. Is there any value, Jacques asks, is there any value in using a centralized exchange like Bybit? I see sometimes on some strikes they have better spreads. Yes, there is. Why would you use those against these? It is easier to onboard and to go from that to your fiat currency than for you to go from fiat currency to DeFi. So it is easier if you're using that money, that fiat money. So it is, the onboard and offboard process is way better than for you to go on DeFi, but and most of the liquidity is not in DeFi. If you compare what we have right now, not counting SyncQuote, what we have right now, the volume, the monthly volume doesn't even, the whole DeFi monthly volume doesn't get close to what Deribit is offering by themselves. So you can see how low in volume DeFi options are. But this will be changing once we launch Arbitrum, once we launch publicly out of the whitelist mode that we have right now, because we are using market makers just like Deribit, just like Bybit is. Instead of using the AMM model that Lira is using, we are using market makers. We're using actual investors that are just doing market makers for options. So we're gonna have spreads compared to those. We already have some. We already have very good spreads, but when we launch, for sure, for the public, so I think that's going to be mid to end April, you will see that it's going to be compared. It's going to be very, very relatable between centralized exchange and decentralized. And of course, centralized exchange, it's what everyone says, not your keys, not your crypto. Right here, you just have your wallet, you deposit it, here the collateral, but you can take it off whenever you want. You're still the owner of all these tokens here. We don't do anything with these tokens, which again, I don't distrust Bybit. I don't have anything against Deribit, they're very safe protocols, so I'm not going to accuse them to steal your money. I'm not going to accuse anyone of stealing anyone's money, but there's still that safety issues. And it's also trackable because it is on-chain blockchains. It's going to track every transaction that you do. Some people enjoy that, some people don't. It is up to for you to decide how you like the blockchain technology or not. And I personally think it is better. This is better for beginners to have. This looks compared to, for example, Robinhood. It's very simple, very easy to use, intuitive. Now, if you open Bybit or Deribit, you will see that they have the whole advanced mode. They have the whole order book. They have calls on one side, puts on the other side, the whole shebang of spreads, ask, bid, price, mark price, everything, all the info's there. So it's a little bit more complicated for people who are just starting. Syncquote makes it easy for people to begin using options, for people to start trading right at the bat. So I hope that was able to answer. If we go right now to our positions, we see right here that we have the open position. The P&L is red. I always like to explain this because we have the difference between the ask and the bid price. When you're selling, you get one price, and there's the difference in spread once you get to the P&L. When you see the P&L is the mark price, so you see the little spread difference. And of course, this is the button that I was talking about. If you click right here, you can see the position. You can download it. You can share it straight to Twitter if that's something that you like to do. So we have our open position. Zach says good morning. Well, good morning, Zach. It is good afternoon here for us. Oh, for me. For some, it is good night. I know it is very late in Europe for a couple of people here. So we have already opened our position. What we can do is we can go ahead and add this to the spreadsheet. So I already showed you, I think, last time how to do that. We go to option history. Actually, I'm not even logged. 1 second. Let me log in with the other. So let me go back to desktop and camera. So we are going to go to options history. Let me move the camera back here again. And you're going to put the date. For us, it is the 31st and it expires on the 7th. We sold, as usual, we sold Ethereum and 6.5. The strike was 2K. So 2K, we sold a call. So what was our price right here? It was 10.92. 10.92. And the collateral price, we're going to leave it open so we can add the closing price. If it expires, it's going to expire at 0. Or if we close it before to a profit or to a loss, we just add it here. And collateral is the 2299.16 that we had. So we have a 3.09%, which would have been only 55% if we're not using any leverage. This is how the spreadsheet works. The first ROI you see is the one with leverage, and this would be the projection if we were not using any leverage whatsoever. So once we go back right here, we will see new data. So for April, so far we've collected for March, we've collected 42 because we had a negative week where we lost some money. We recoup that money with the first option, the first trade we did with Syncquote. So far, our portfolio is at 2,370, and we can double check that by going right here, and you should be able to see 2,370 right up top, right there. So it matches. And for April, we already collected that $70, and our average yield went up already. because it was 2.15, and now we went up to 2.20 because of our options. So what we're aiming for is above $200 per month in income. Okay, if we make 70 bucks every month, every week, we're gonna be fine, because if we go 70 times 4, we make 280, which is close to the projection that I showed you right here. You can see 286 and 92, so very close to the projection that we've made. Let's see if there's any questions. Zach says it's 5 p.m. here, but it's always good morning. Lol. Nice. I mean, it's always good morning somewhere. You're totally right. So, anyways, the spreadsheet. Andy asked me to tweak the spreadsheet already for it to be compatible with stock options. We're gonna be doing this. I'm working with Erdman here. We had already some very interesting discussion on what to have for the stock options one, because the stock options are a little bit harder than crypto options to track, because you need to track your entry price for the stocks as well. You're gonna have to track the actual stock, how it is performing. So I don't know if I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna be releasing just the track version for the options. So you're just gonna be able to track the income from the options. That is gonna be the V1, and then the V2, we're gonna go crazy. We're gonna be able to track. You're gonna be able to track your stocks as well. So you're gonna be able to select if you were assigned or not, how much you have from the certain stocks. Gonna be looking very clean. So that's gonna be down the road. Anyways, we opened our position. Let's actually mark it here on the charts. Let me go for 4 hours. So what we usually do here, we clone these dotted lines, which indicates the beginning and the end of our week, and the strike. So the line is the strike, is the 2K, and the beginning and the end of the week. So it's gonna end on Friday at 5 a.m. It is already set right here. We're just gonna go on settings and put 2K. Okay, so we are currently, let me zoom in. We're currently almost 9.5% from our strike price. So we're pretty safe. We should be pretty safe. We can see here on the daily that it is above the Bollinger and also above our range that Sleep Moneymaker gave us by over 100 bucks, 100 points for Ethereum. So I think we're pretty safe. Do you guys have any do you guys agree, disagree with what I'm saying? Mainly because we have the Shanghai event happening, which is all the Ethereum that was locked up from stakers before that Ethereum became proof of stake, proof of work actually, proof of stake actually. Apologies. People who were locking up this Ethereum to be validators are going to be able to unstake this Ethereum, I think today. Not sure. But Sleep Moneymaker says it was going to be today. I don't know if it already happened or it will happen. And I don't know how Ethereum Maxis will react, because let's be honest, everyone who deposited their money there, they were Ethereum Maxis. Otherwise, they wouldn't be validating anything. They wouldn't be locking up their Ethereum for 6 months. Sorry. I think someone is drilling. Yeah. Well, I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it is, someone is literally next apartment. Drilling on the wall. Zach says it's not April 12th. Well, from what yeah, we can hear that. Well, apologies. It's the FBI. Zach says April 12th. Well, I'm not sure because, again, don't trust crypto Twitter, but I've read there that it was going to be today. Anyways, can you share on Sleep Money Club some links for me to take a look at? Because I the date I just saw that on crypto Twitter, so not very valid as a source. So if it is April 12th, I think it is even safer to assume nothing is going to happen this week. No high volatility is going to be happening. So that is actually very helpful for my mentality, because I was scared that ETH was gonna rush or drop, whatever it was. So I think I'm gonna have to end this crazy thing just because it is too loud. Wow, it is speaking here. Let me actually lower the volume so you guys don't have to hear this crazy sound. Anyways, I think this was it for our stream. I actually got a new lens. I actually look very, very red here. Let me see if there's something I can do. There we go. I think this is better. Got a new lens for the camera. Now I can do this. You guys can look right into my eyes. So better content coming up soon for the videos, for the live streams, everything else. Anyways, I hope red but beautiful. By the way, guys, this is the editor, Artur. He's gonna be the guy that is gonna be helping me with these videos here. Erman says, yep, April 12th. So let's mark it up on the calendars so we know when to expect high movements from the market. But yeah, we're gonna be ending the stream with this beautiful noise from whatever it is that is coming from here. Apologies for the noise. Anyways, let's see how it goes. I think this week's going to be profitable for us. I think it's going to be a good week. And I'll keep you guys updated on Discord, on the Sleep Money Club, on how things are performing. Hope you guys have an amazing rest of the week. And this is it. Take care. See you.